Oh my Lord Sri Krishna. Hare, oh my Lord Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Ah! Oh! Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh my Lord Jesus. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Krishna. Hey Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama. Oh my Lord Shri Krishna, oh my Lord Shri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rupa Raghudas Sanatan. Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath, Rupa Raghunath. Nartam, Nartam, Nartam. Srinivas, Srinivas, Yamananda. Nartam, Srinivas, Yamananda. Nartam, Srinivas, Yamananda. Nartam, Shamananda, Srinivas. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Ooh. Ah. Oh. He's stoned again. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. The only way out of all the craziness in the world is this. You have to go into this kind of craziness. This one at least makes you feel good. The other doesn't. That's how you know it's truth. Mhm. Craziness here gives bliss, happiness, intelligence, life, beauty. Craziness there in the world now it is. Thank you very much for your service. Great preaching. Craziness in the world is getting so crazy. That's called the mode of passion and ignorance. So don't be surprised. It's just the world acting uniformly. They can always come over here, they can come here and get into this craziness, which is true sanity. We see we're insane. They're insane. See the difference? We're insanity. They're insane. They're unsane. We're insane. Insane. In insanity. They're unsane. So you choose now, world. See, that's why you see those who are not really Christians and those who are not really Vaishnavas yet. They choose that. They believe in that. That's why, I told you guys I'm protected on all levels because I'm in sanity, say, in true sanity. And then the Lord protects me even on this. He tells me all these things, and people still don't believe it. Oh, you're just prejudiced. Even my friend there, Fernando, yeah, well, you just no, I ain't prejudiced, not at all. I'm just accurate, bullseye. I hit the bullseye, man. Static worship, you hit the bullseye. Fisheye. Yeah, yeah. If anybody, don't get all bent out of shape about the world. It's the way it's just acting uniformly. It's all under. You got to just see this is all Krishna's pastimes, even in the material world, and everything is acting. People in the mode of passion, ignorance, and the demons, they like control, and so they try to take control. They want to control all the resources and even you, and all that stuff. And they want to be. It's a paternal thing. They just want to be your father and mother. They don't do a good job. It's like our father and mothers don't never did it. They a lot of times they beat us, rape us, all kinds of weird shit. In this world because they're everybody under the curse, like Saint Paul said. Everybody here is under the curse. So get you. You want to get out of the curse? Come here. Come to the shelter where the devotees have the shelter. We erect the shelter in our preaching every day, in our chanting every day. This is the shelter here. See, you come, you're not under the curse here. Maya, can't curse you. Well, she can curse you, but you see, oh, proof of potency. Oh, yeah, great, man. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you want to be protected, you have to worship the Lord in loving ecstasy, and that's our contribution to the world, to Vaishnavism. Man, you want to? I mean, this is what it's all about. What you see here is what it's all about. You're spending many people. You're spending all this time with your gurus and your teachings and your rules and regulations, and you don't understand what it's all about because this is what it's all about. This is our whole movement was started on Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement of the Prema Sankirtan. That's really the beginning of the Sankirtan movement. It says right there, Chaitanya Bhagavat. It's not just chanting up and down and jumping. That's okay, man. You're practicing, for the real thing. Yeah. But then you want the real thing, you got to go to the real devotees. It doesn't cut it, dry eyed gurus is not the real Krishna conscious movement. I'm sorry, man. I ain't sorry at all, actually. You're going to be sorry. You're going to be sorry. You're going to cry like a baby. People out there. That's what it's all about, man. My Lord is a crier, man. He cries a lot, he laughs a lot. Like a little child, He's the biggest baby, right? The supreme baby is Krishna, right? How would you like to have him as your child? Ask Lalita. She likes it. She goes, yes, I like you. Krishna's so cute. Under the curtains of Radha. No, 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 no. Under the covers with Radha Krishna. Oh, sorry there, Shaman. We're under the covers with them. You want to see what we do? Ah, this is it. Let me show you what's under the covers, man. We're not undercover agents. We're overt agents, not covert anymore. It's overt, over the top. Show you what's really going on in Vrindavan. How else are people going to know? Okay. Oh, there it is. I think. That's it. Yeah. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Chapter 4 of Nectar Moon of Lord Chaitanya. The splendid path of pure devotional service, which bewildered the great sages of the past. So, question: why would great sages of the past will be bewildered by pure devotional service? Okay? Because of this level of ecstasy, man, is uncommon for even sages. How many sages do you see? You can see some people in India and all. You see great sages. Many, they're probably good sages. They're probably good people, and maybe even liberated. But where do you see this? What you see here? This is pure devotional service. This is called prema bhakti. No, can't be. Yeah, only to those persons who say that is because they've never seen it. Their gurus never showed it to them yet. Because they think maybe the occasional tear that their teachers have or they have is pure devotional service. Well, not on this level, not on the level of Prabodhananda's glorification. People are impressed, a little tear or a little hair that stand on there, like, Balaram. Ooh, ooh, you see, I had one little hair, man. I had a tear years ago. Okay. Ooh, that's pure. Yeah, that's what. Nah, no, this kind of intense is called intense devotional ecstasy is glorified by Prabodhananda and Saraswati. He said, "Where is this intense devotional ecstasy? It is practically nowhere to be seen." This was after the. Can you imagine? He was right up there. He even met Lord Chaitanya. When Lord Chaitanya disappeared, he noticed. He started to see this started to wane. Except that's why he went to Vrindavan. He was around the devotees who still had it. But he noticed if you weren't under that cloud, it was waning, drying up, disappearing. See, we're reviving this. It's so great. It's so fantastic. It's so wonderful to revive this way of worship. It's so, you can see it's juicy, it's entertaining, it gives you intelligence. I mean, I can't find it. We should bottle this and sell it for $1 million a pop. Because all they have to do is get this potency, and then it just you got it forever. At least $1 million, man, because this initiates the flow of devotion forever. Ask River; she's every day getting stronger now. Yeah, yeah. So pure devotional service that even the great sages rarely see is what you see here. Isn't that amazing? I love to read things where I can say, "Hey, that's what we're doing." Otherwise, nobody knows. It's like Fernando has told me yesterday. He says, "I've been listening to Prabhupada. He actually likes what we do. He's really getting really fixed up, man." He said, "I've been listening. I've been translating the Prabhupada's books, and I've been listening to those things." And he says, and he sees what I'm saying is what Prabhupada was thinking and saying. The deep stuff. He said, about a spiritual master, it's like, people, they don't know what gold is. They just see gold as just a yellow flakes. See, and so then people pass you a lemon, you think, "Oh, this is gold because it's yellow." This is what you do with your gurus out there, and he was using this, so I'll just reiterate this. He said, "This is what you do in your guru thing. You think you don't know what is the real quality of a guru, a real spiritual master. You don't know the quality. You know, so there's and for you don't know that quality. If for the person comes in the shape of a guru with a uniform on and everything, and the rubber stamp and the group saying their guru day for you, worship them as good as God. You think that you just don't know. See, you don't know what gold is. You think it's just yellow with a flake. So you get something else that's yellow. You think that's it. No, you got to know the qualities of gold. You know the qualities of guru. And it's not some material perfection. People are taking these things. I think a Andromeda passed me, some guy, this Dakota guy. He said, "Do you see Prabhupada is not a real guru?" You know what is it? It's something Prabhupada was saying, about the material body, which is in the Vedas. It talks about, different things like women are less intelligent or something, but that's to the body. But Prabhupada had that, he even said, "Hey, it doesn't matter." He accept. So there was something about black men, or this and that, and according to the Veda thing, and it is what it is. But but he's always black people could come, anybody could come and become a devotee. And so people they look at material perfection as perfection. perfection, and that's as far from the truth. You get so off track like that. And that's what people do. The wolves in sheep clothing, they're always trying to appear perfect materially because they can't do it spiritually. They can't do it spiritually. Spiritual perfection is what you see with your own eyes here every friggin' day, for God's sake. Well, more for your sake out there. This is spiritual perfection. To chant the holy name with prema. Yeah, yeah, this is prema bhakti. It's described exactly like this in the books. So it has to be. But with these so-called gold, flaky gold things, they're not really gold, they're lemons. You're trying to drive a lemon back to Vrindavan. You know how good lemon. You ever have a car that they call a lemon? It just doesn't work right. Oh, I got a lemon. I thought it was a great car, but it was a lemon. That's your gurus out there, man. They're lemons, and unless they have the symptoms, see, symptoms, see, of a liberated soul. See, that the Lord is giving His grace. See, it is not about material perfection, is it? Because we do the job here, and you can't find material perfection in Gaur Hari Das. It just ain't going to happen. But you know what you'll find? Spiritual perfection. Yes, yes, yes. You're gonna find. Well, that's just the truth, man. Hey, but there's good news. You don't have to be envious. You can have it too. Just come here, get it, man. We're giving it out, man. That's our job. That's our contribution. That's the order of Prabhupada. Give out spiritual perfection to everybody. No, no, false ego. Nothing to do with that. That's only when you're trying to make yourself materially perfect. That's called false ego. The true ego is, I have to admit, man, I just got to admit, man, there's spiritual perfection here. Man, the transcendental Lord lives in this body. Yeah, it's just perfect, man. He's perfect, and all I'm here to is to distribute perfection, perfect knowledge, perfect questions, perfect answers. I don't get any perfect questions, so we just give you perfect answers and I'll ask some questions. It's all about spiritual perfection, and you come here, we'll give that to you as a gift. You come here, you'll get purified automatically. Ask River. She just comes here and purification happens automatically. More ecstasy comes and kicks out the little bad boys and bad girl inside, just kicks it out. Krishna says, hey, I want more room, man. I want to take over. It's like Bali Maharaj, man. He said, just give me 3 paces of land. That's what he did with River. Just give me 3 paces of land inside, And he gives one step and then kicks out more shit, and then another step and kicks out more. And then 3, it's finished, man. Kicks a hole in the material universe, and a spiritual Ganga comes in every day. See? See, you should be looking that in devotees. Don't look, oh,
Thanks for using.
this devotee is this way. Look, they're kind of mean. Oh, they got jealous of this, that. No, no, look for the spiritual perfection. Spiritual perfection is the Lord living inside them. You got to know what is gold. See, there's gold in River. There's gold in Lalita. The Lord has chosen them. They're the chosen ones. Isn't that nice? Hey, don't be envious, you guys out. Don't you gurus, don't be envious. Come here and become a chosen one. We make chosen ones. Isn't that nice? You don't have to be the one. That's all false ego. His body, he can do all those things. Neo, in the Matrix. He can do all these, but it's only him. He's the one, There's only one, him. Oh, come on, man. It's false ego. Come here, man. You'll make you the one. The Lord will say, here's my one, man. Here's my flute. My favorite flute is River. And then they say, my favorite flute is Lolita. My favorite flute is Johann, Janakis, and all these wonderful devotees here. Come and become Krishna's favorite flute. Amy, favorite flute of Krishna. Don't drive a jalopy back to Vrindavan. Come and get a race car, man. You'll be winning the race. Paul said, oh, we're going to win the race. St. Paul, win the race. We're going to win the race. Yeah, we effortlessly win the race. We're already winners, man. Once Krishna, come here and become a winner, man. Become a real guru. Can you imagine? This is what a real guru is. To show, this is why Krishna doesn't inspire me to put on a uniform out there. He wants to show it's about internal, about just finding his real servants, whatever they are. They could be sannyas and they could be a sudra, they could be anything. But can you see the symptoms of ecstatic devotion living inside them? That's the spiritual perfection. I'm not interested to be perfect. I like being a fool. I like just glorifying the spiritual perfection, not only in this body and temple, but in anybody. I like to. That's the idea. Lord Chaitanya is that he has that nature. He sees spiritual perfection awakened. He wants to glorify it. That's what he does. It gives him great happiness. Gives you great happiness. That's why you have a real guru. Proof that these guys don't. They can't deeply glorify their gurus because their gurus are not spiritually perfect. If you are, come over here, show us. But you can't. Yeah, we already know that, man. They ain't gonna do it. They like to just pass off lemons as gold because it's yellow. See, superficial idea. No, deep. Okay? Spiritual perfection is where's the spiritual potency acting inside a temple. And the temple is the body, man. It's time for people to know that our bodies are temples of God. And that you start to really realize when the Lord awakens in there. And then you are the real Pujari. See, you are the Pujari in charge of the worship. You're the Pujari. Now, see, we're Pujaris. The Lord is inside, okay? So that's it. You don't need to build some big friggin' temple, man, and put these big, heavy deities up there to impress the world. You see our big temple and our big deities. God must be here. No, well, God is more aware. You see the symptoms of the Lord being there. That's not necessarily a symptom that God is there in full strength. God is in full strength in a devotee's temple. Okay? That's a moving temple. That is the most powerful of all. It's like when people went to see Lord Jagannath in the temple, right? Lord Jagannath's in the temple. So everybody goes there. Lord Chaitanya is there, and the neophytes, the Vaidhi Bhaktas, who don't know how to tell the difference between a deity in the temple and the deity and a devotee. See, this Chaitanya Charitamrita teaching that nobody knows. They'd rather go to the deity in the temple than go to the deity and the devotee. So Chaitanya Charitamrita teaches this, and therefore Gohari teaches what Chaitanya Charitamrita teaches, because I've been charged by Prabhupada to teach this. The real devotees, see, the real ones, the liberated souls, they know these principles. They came into Jagannath Puri, the real associates of Lord Chaitanya. The Lord gives them the real intelligence. See, they come into Jagannath Puri, and where do they go? To Jagannath. See, you're supposed to go to Lord Jagannath. You go to the temple. You must go there because that's a rule of the Vaidhi Bhakti rule. You go from into there. You go there to the deity first, and before anywhere else. You don't go to any other person. But they went to Lord Chaitanya. See, because God was living in them, in him. But that goes for any ecstatic devotee. Where it's, the Lord showed it being a devotee, said, people saw, oh, the Lord is alive and active in him. Let's go there. And that goes with any associate Lord Chaitanya. If you go there, you get to see the same Lord that you would see there. People don't know these things. The same Lord that was there 550 years ago is again in an associate in 2022. Where are they? That's where you're going to find Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That's where you're going to find his roar. That's where you're going to find his laughter. That's where you find his tearful lila. That's where you're going to find his uncommon Krishna conscious intelligence to teach you the difference between a lemon and gold. Otherwise, you don't know Lord Chaitanya, nor will you ever know. You can't go to these gurus who don't know Lord Chaitanya. They can't show you Lord Chaitanya. They can't show you uncommon Krishna conscious realization. They cannot show you uncommon chanting of the holy name in ecstasy. Not even one. You prove it. You can't. None of you. You can't prove that my Lord that lives in this body and in some of my disciples' body in awakened condition is in you. So there. It's an open challenge now. You come and show that my Lord is living in you. If not, if you have any intelligence, come here and we'll put that Lord in you. Because that's our work, our contribution to Vaishnavism. That my Lord is very authoritative. Do you notice? You think this is Gohari Das? Lord Chaitanya's fool? No. Oh, you think I could do this? I'm like, no way. No. You show anybody, you show that's you get see the Lord uses his devotee. You read that in the scriptures. The Lord uses his real associates to do any job he needs to do. If he wants to deliver you, he's going to do it through the devotee now because he's unmanifest. People don't know his character and characteristics. You have to see them on the body of a devotee, in the temple of a devotee. You have to hear that voice arising again, that authority, that that transcendental word coming from their lips that causes them to become ecstatic, and you too, if you have faith in them. Yeah, you can imagine still on that level after 500 friggin' years. Not only there, but they're practically everywhere in this world. People so mundane. Just they're just in Maya. But my Lord is very merciful. He wants to give people an out. He make them ecstatic devotees and free from this horrible stuff goes on periodically. You notice? You want to go through another one of the people don't know what they're going to probably go through here. It's horrible. These guys are so megalomaniacs, man. This is the mode of ignorance and passion. It's like you want to know what it's like to be under Hiranyakashipu's regime? Well, here you go, man. Welcome to 2022. It's just getting more intense. We got these bumbling presidents, just puppets of these new world order people, these Nazis, and all of this stuff. They do the same. It's unbelievable. People are so stupid. They're doing the same thing that the Nuremberg Code was meant to stop, and they're doing that again. They're doing the injections what the Nazis did. They're doing it on you guys out there, you fools. Even in our sangha, there's stupid people. They still don't believe me. They still don't believe how stupid you've been. Anyway, we have a difference of opinion for sure on that. They're laughing at everybody. Look at what the on the big scam they pulled. Really, they're laughing at everybody. They're laughing at everybody. They said, "Look at this." Everybody knows that how horrible it was. All these experiments we did on people in Germany back then. They know it. They read about it, and they're willingly coming up because we've tricked them. This is what Maya does: trick you. She lies to you, deceives you, and cheats you. And look, they're willingly coming up to be part of the experiment. They think this is truly funny. Demons are like that. They get a kick out of, tricking people, lying to them, deceiving them. And so don't be surprised. That's just what they do. See? I also get a kick. I get a kick out of kicking out the illusion. I get a kick out of it. I got to admit, they get a kick out of lying, deceiving, and cheating you. And even in our Sangha, some people still believe in that. And I get a kick out of kicking out that lie, kicking out these deceptions, and using the Bhagavatam and even common sense to prove it. That's okay. You got to get kicks, right? Got to have some kicks, right there, Lalita. This is our kicks. We like to worship Krishna in ecstasy and truth. See? Spirit and truth, right? What else? You got to get some kind of kicks in this world. You might as well, get kicks out of the spirit and truth and kick out the illusion. It's a pastime. How else are you going to pass your time in the world, man? Vax people at my work are constantly ill. I mean, it's all, you don't know. It's just so ridiculous, man. People say they do the research, and you do the research of what you call that research what the mainstream media is telling you. Are you idiots? The mainstream media just tells you lies to support their illusion. And it's just anyway, I don't want to get too much into that. You might think I'm prejudiced. You might think I'm a racist or something. Oh, Fernando's here. Oh, sorry, Fernando. You know me. You know how I am, man. I'm just got my opinion. But the main thing is ecstatic worship of the Lord, of course. Just in a moment. Okay. Anyway, back to business here. Back to the transcendental business. What was I doing? Forgot already.
You were reading Narottam. No, no, no.
Oh,
Prabodhananda Saraswati.
oh yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, okay. The splendid path of pure devotional service, which bewildered the great sages in the past, which material intelligence has no power to enter. Mhm. Yeah, no, you can't figure it out. That's what I was telling some devotee yesterday. You can't figure out these things. It comes by grace, it comes by association. It comes by those who have gotten this grace, Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Those who worship Krishna in loving ecstasy, that's really prema, real, natural, awakened love for God. That person is a liberated soul because of love, true love. That's how we get liberated. You become a goddess of fortune, a god of fortune. Isn't that pretty fortunate? You become an associate, eternal associate, a person who has created universes. I mean, he doesn't even do it directly. He farms it out. Hey, you Brahmas out there, let me create a Brahmas with millions of heads sometimes. Farms it out. Oh, let's you Brahma, you create this universe. I don't have. I don't touch that kind of work. I'm an elite. How would you like? That's how you become. You be surrendered to the Lord. You come here, and you'll be friends. You'll be rubbing shoulders with the real elites, those who are real devotees of that Lord, who know the personal aspect of the Lord. Yeah, this is where the elites really are. You guys are elites. You're part of the elite group. You're rubbing shoulders with the Lord. Proof is you have the ecstatic Lord living inside you and proving it to the world. It doesn't matter. Don't worry. They don't accept. They will accept, man, because you know why? It's true. And the illusion is flimsy. It falls. It's a house of cards. This is more real than what anybody has seen in Krishna consciousness yet, since Bhaktivinoda Thakur. They didn't bring this out. This is reality, distinguished from illusion. We're showing you reality here, my friends. Showing reality is ecstatic worship. We're showing the relationship between awakened souls and the Lord. That is the highest reality. And we distinguish from illusion. We go all the way into religion and show, hey man, are you Guru Dev? Yeah. Are you an awakened soul? Is your ecstatic, intimate relationship with God manifest? Then otherwise you can't bring people to Vrindavan consciousness. And that's what it's all about, is to liberate souls. What kind of guru are you if you can't liberate your disciples? Really? I mean, God, what are you doing with people? What are you followers doing if people can't liberate you? What? Are you liberated or not? You don't even know what being liberated is. You got to be liberated in the loving relationship with God. That's the way it is now in Kali Yuga. There is no other real liberation. Everything else would be too tough to get. This is take the easy peasy path, man. Be around liberated souls who have the special mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which we do, and the special order of the Parampara, which we do. The special potency of Radha and Krishna, which we do. Ecstatic worship, man, and conclusive truth is all here. See, that's why people get it. That's why, look, you guys, ecstatic devotees. Lalita is more ecstatic than 1,000 ISKCON gurus. I don't know. I don't mind saying that. It's true. Prove me wrong. Bring me 1,000 of those gurus there, and we'll put them against one Lalita on a scale. And the scale will go with the weight of Lalita's bhakti. We'll push it down. And they'll go, they're so light, those thousands of gurus, man, they just don't have that weight of bhakti. See, too late. So what are you guys doing over there? Don't you want that kind of bhakti that a lady who can't even fold a towel properly can get? No material perfection in her. But spiritual perfection, the Lord says, oh, let me give it to you as a gift because that's how I roll in Kali Yuga. Hey man, this is Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur's preaching. Revived. That's why I like this book. This book is great. Gets us back to that wild bhakti that they had back then. Wild honey. It is wild honey, man. High price. You go, wild honey that's not touched is a high price. You notice that? The refined stuff is cheap, but the wild honey as it is, is so great taste, so more nourishing. It is wild bhakti, man, when it awakens. You get that. Otherwise, you got processed religion, processed Vaishnavism. It's all processed, you know, by they're messing it around. Their speculations. They're processing it, man. Instead of I love why do you change Prabhupada's books? I like misspelled words as they are. Yeah, it was wild bhakti back then, wild glorification. It takes a wild person to glorify that Lord again, to glorify in that way. They have to know that wildness. See, wild means uncensored. You don't break the spirit, right? That's what they do. See, Maya breaks you're like a horse. She breaks your spirit, man. See, that's what she does. She meant to break it. That's those who don't want to come out the right way. She'll break you. She'll break all these people. You can't overcome this stuff going on now. It's being empowered by the Lord's will. He energizes the mode of ignorance. He's got some plan. If you study the Bhagavatam, that's why I tell people, if you wonder, oh, this is getting really weird out here, well, hey, listen to the Bhagavatam. Anyway, I pass these things on. Listen to the Bhagavatam story, and you'll understand exactly what's going on. It's just a repeat, and they think, oh, it's just a repeat. Yeah, and the story is saying, just worship Krishna, just think of Krishna. I've been doing this for years. And now I just go, everybody, even here, you got to go through it. Before I was listening and listening and getting it inside, the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth. To the point is, where everywhere I look is the truth. Oh, yeah, I feel comfortable in this world in that sense. I don't believe in any of it. I don't believe in any of those persons. I don't believe in any of these politicians. I see they're all lying. I don't believe in any of these gurus. I see they're all lying to you on some level. If you're not a resident of Vrindavan, you're lying to your disciples. How dare you take the name spiritual master? Oh yeah, you've mastered spirit. Let's just take it literal. If you mastered spirit, you've mastered Krishna. And if you're in this line, can you call Krishna and him coming? Can you prove it? If you call Krishna and he comes, you become ecstatic and tears will pour out of your eyes. Can you call Jesus if you're a Christian and does he come? Well, if he does, well, tears will pour out of your eyes. They do mine. I call Prabhupada, tears pour out. I call any devotee, they come. I got a better boon than Queen Kunti, but don't be envious. Yeah, it's just really true. I got a better boon. She had to call Krishna in when she was in trouble. Then he would come. Otherwise, he didn't come. I got a better. I call him anytime, and Lalita also, and Johan. They call him, and River. They call him anytime. And don't be envious. I mean, you can be. You should be a little bit envious, but come here and get that satisfied. You will also be like that. Hey, man, my Lord is very merciful, very powerful. And you come here and develop faith in what we're doing here from all angles. You will increasingly get more and more of that ability. The Bhagavatam was a different age and a different time. But Lord Chaitanya came in this special Kali Yuga to give special blessings. And one is you can call him and he'll come and you'll become ecstatic when you chant his name and call him. Anytime. You get the blessing of Mother Sachi. Lord Chaitanya said, because you love me, just naturally, whenever you call me, I will come. Well, that's these loving devotees here in this Sangha. Many of them are like that already. Better than 1,000 gurus who can't call Lord Chaitanya and him coming and proving it. Just prove it. You say that you can. Yeah, well, let's see. That should be your teaching. That should be your example. That should be your degree, your Bhakti Shastra degree. Is you call Krishna and he comes and you prove it. That's called Krishna consciousness in a nutshell. That's called Guru Tattva in a nutshell. That's your guru. Otherwise, get out of the way. You're not gurus now. We're here to deliver people the truth and set them free. Ooh. Ooh. I could just see them going. It's good. Get it out. Let's get this work done, man. You somehow have the potency to give this ecstasy to the body. Yeah, exactly. That's the work here. I got the order, man. I got the blessing of Krishna. I got the order of Prabhupada and the parampara. He's headed the parampara. Man, why shouldn't it be done? Why shouldn't it be happening? Hey, whatever they want will happen. We don't believe it. I don't believe it. No, I don't believe. I'm Guru Dave. I don't believe I can do it. Let me go on with my superficial trip and have this prance around the stage and sit on a high seat. I like the worship, man. I like the money. Don't you want ecstatic devotion? That's the whole point of Krishna. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I want. I like to be worshipped, man. I like I like to have followers, and you followers are following people like that. Come on, man, wake up! Time to wake up, man. It's the apocalypse. See, the apocalypse is created by truth lips. We create the apocalypse here. You got to look for the apocalypse. Where are those apocalypse? Create the apocalypse where everything is revealed. Hey, I think that's here, isn't it? We reveal everything about the real gurus and the false ones, right? Even we do a little politics, the real, what's really going on here in this world. So you can either have that insanity or unsanity, or you can have this insane. See, we're insanity. You want to be sane, or you want to do crazy things and weird things. Here we do wonderful, crazy things that just nourish the soul, make us more intelligent and clear, and spiritually potent. Yeah, and we can give this to others, and this gives you inoculation. Oh, this is our injection. You get an injection of this, and then you become inoculated against that insanity out there. You just think, oh, a bunch of crazy people. Oh, well, it's how it is. You don't have to make a big deal out of fight it. Well, it's just that's what they do. They got a big mainstream. What do you call the sheeple, the mass? They believe in the insanity. And I was talking to Amy yesterday. She says because she's living over there with all that. The people believe in this bullshit, and it's everywhere. Well, that's what you get. You want insanity. You want to be programmed and you want to be dumbed down and all that, well, you stay there. But you have an opportunity. You can come here. This is fantastic, man. This is the spiritual potency here. This is called Yoga Maya. You get to see what Yoga Maya is by coming here. The devotee worshiping Krishna in ecstasy is a manifestation of Yoga Maya. See, the devotees, well, say the covered fallen souls, worshiping politicians, believing in their words and all that is an action of Mahamaya, illusory potency. Causes nothing but misfortune, unhappiness. Look how happy. That's why I say, listen to these tapes. I sent. I can, if you don't have them, let me know, and I'll give you links, and you can download these things. It's truth, 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 and you stay in the truth, man. Hear the Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Leela over and over again, and you live in truth. Otherwise, what are you gonna? What's your alternative? To hear the bullshit mainstream media over and over again telling you lies, listening to people telling you lies, listening to people speaking about mundane things, which are basically, they're to do with the body and as the self and all that stuff that doesn't, is just, so you listen to truth. I did for years, man. Now I look, I guess I memorized all these things or something by hearing. And I look out there and I could see the Bhagavatam. I look at, so I say, you look at these, the way people are, the way politicians are, and you could see it right in the Bhagavatam. See, therefore you become neutral on it. You don't hate them. You just say, oh, they're just in the Lord's Maya. They're falling under that influence. That's why Prabhupada wrote the books, so that to keep us safe, actually. This is safety. You want to be safe? Don't listen to the politicians. They're lying to you. That's not safety. This is safety. Listen to the Bhagavatam. Hear the devotees. Come to Sadhu Sangha. See, this is, don't you feel it? So many feel it. So many. Come and see the example. People have found safety. Safety in the truth. Jesus was feeling safe. Look, he was in all that around there, preaching here and there in an unsafe place. He was feeling safe because he was with God. He was thinking of the scriptures. You see, he did that. He was always meditating on the scripture. Even on the cross, he's quoting scriptures. See, and we have this wonderful Bhagavatam, much more than the Old Testament. See? Tells you exactly how, like it is, as it is, in the world, the way it is. See, inoculates you, gives you real safety. People need to know this, man. These truths give you safety. See, that's a lie. Safety is in there. See, they have when you have material motive and everything, there's no safety in that. Oh yeah, come and get this, and the guy is making a bunch of money. The guy who says to get this, they asked him that, Ron Paul. See, I keep up on Paul. I like it. It's good for my preaching. Good for you guys, too, to get some good sense in your mind. Ron Paul asked that guy who tells you to get that. It's good for you. Oh, yeah. How much money are you making off that? I'm sorry, I don't have to tell you that. In other words, he's making a lot of money. And you know what Ron Paul said? The guy's a good person, just naturally good. Part of the libertarian movement. Well, no, he's actually, his father is libertarian. He says, we're coming into office and we're going to get you. We're going to make you tell the truth. See? Because, see, the good people are more in the mode of goodness. They want people to be more honest. It's not full honesty yet, but that's why their mode is extolled. Okay, higher mode of goodness. Prabhupada wanted to make Brahmins, get regulated and all that. Because if you're in too low of a mode, you can be influenced. And actually the demons they push people into the mode of darker things, ignorance, so they can get control of them. Push you in the lower mode, fear, anxiety, uh, feeling unsafe, unstable. All this stuff is part of Maya's way of incarcerating souls. See, but if you want out, come here, man. It's an easy way, easy peasy, man. It really is. You come here, you be in knowledge, you get real knowledge, you get strength, man. You feel strong. It's so nice, man. Come on, this is so nice. You become a real guru. I'm telling you, gurus out there, don't think I'm trying to show that I'm better than you. Well, Krishna in me is better than what you guys got. And you could prove me wrong. Come here, let's have a little. I mean, Krishna likes sport. I like sport. He likes sport. Let's sport a little bit. Let's see how much now. I'd like to see a Charya Date. I'd like to test my Krishna against his Krishna. I'd like to. Wouldn't that be a nice thing? I mean, I find that very interesting. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Let the truth win, whatever that is. It's about truth. So anyway, people can get strong. This is proving, we prove that the real shelter is here. The devotees here that are really getting this and the awakening and all this are very strong spiritually and getting stronger all the time. To the point where even new people are coming, they like to go to their classes and stuff. They get strength from that. This is supposed to be like that. Everybody, we all get more and more strong in this, strong in the truth. Isn't it wonderful? I think it's fantastic, man. And we're friends. It's like Jesus said, I call you, you came as my servants to teach you, like my disciples. But now ye are like my friends because you know what your master is doing. You know what I'm doing. You got many of you know how I operate now. You feel it, you experience it, you're part of it. You're part of the transcendental family. And we're here to make so many members here. We're just getting started, man. Look, people one by one are all coming. Look how many new people already. I mean, we even convinced Fernando now more and more. You notice the guy is not dumb. This guy studied Prabhupada's book, translated them, everything, listens to Prabhupada. That's a sign of sincerity. I respect that. Even though I don't like him, he just bothers me. Still, I got to respect that. I know he doesn't like me either in one way. He does and he doesn't. But maybe we'll grow on each other little by little. See, people like that. People are coming, intelligent people. You can be intelligent, you can be a retard. Any if you get inspired by Krishna, will say, "Oh, you're supposed to be here." That's what you should use that standard. Don't say, "Oh, well, look at this, look at River. She's such a bitch, man." She always she jealous sometimes, and she do. Well, hey, man, look, she got the look at she laughs, she cries in ecstasy. Do you got that? Hey man, Lord, if he doesn't have a problem with her, that's how I learn. I learn. If not, but why should I have a problem with her? Or anybody like that. And those who don't have the ecstasy so much, we can come and help them become ecstatic. Okay? That's one way is to realize, you need to look at it. Otherwise, it's a fence. That's your fence keeping you away from that ecstasy. You got to see how God sees. So you got to see that this is the real thing, not mode of goodness. A lot of people still fooled by the mode of, where you think, oh, being organic is it and all that. And, oh, River she ain't some sweet thing all the time. She's not, she's not like refined. And hey, man, you know how many wolves in sheep's clothing are refined and cultured and all that? I'd rather be with, I'd rather be with a rose with thorns than something else. The other thing, the black rose. Okay, she'll be back. Rivers coming off the machine. I didn't hear the accomplished da 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 da. Oh, you have it. Oh, she
Her
has it.
mute, the mic is muted.
Yeah,
That's why you
Mike is
don't
muted.
hear.
Okay, okay. Andromeda. So could one compare the Vaidhi Bhaktas to the Christians that still go by the Bible's Old Testament? Yes and no. See, Jesus used the Old Testament, so did Paul. But they saw the deeper intention of the Old Testament. And just like we take the Vedas, and there's the Vaidhi ideas in there, but also the deep conclusive things in there. The deeper message, and so we go after that. So yeah, so like Jesus would. He knew the purpose of the script. That's why he said, "All your study of scriptures to bring you to me, so you can listen to me and be purified." This is the universal truth of how you get out of here. You have to come. Everybody, these gurus have to come here. They really do. Unless you have these symptoms, you got to come here. You got to come wherever this ecstasy is. I haven't seen it. I mean, you got to see where this knowledge is in this ecstasy. You got to hear from these devotees and get your head on straight. And then you easily get Vrindavan because these conclusions are like Prabhupada said. We don't have our own opinion. We have Krishna's opinion. Well, I think we prove this every day that these opinions are Krishna's opinion. You can check it. You can look in the friggin' book. Yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly the spiritual master. Well, you can see it in the book. I repeat it. It's in the book. And not only that, you see it in action, which is the best thing. You see, those who awaken devotees. You can say everything about Gohari. He doesn't wear neck beads. He doesn't follow all the rules perfectly. He may or may not have a girlfriend. He may have a beer once in a while. He may have a cup of coffee. But devotion to Krishna, you can see. The verse is there. You can see that. But people don't want you to see the verse. It's kind of like in the world. They have one hand doing this and they want to hide the hidden hand. See? So I just reveal the hidden hand is yes, it is correct. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna and these other guys, see, this is the war. They want you to look at the other hand. Oh, no, no. You see my dhoti? You see my rubber stamp? You see my neck beads? You see how I memorize the scriptures? I'm certainly the spiritual master, even though the scriptures, the hidden hand that they hate Gohari revealing, says no. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna, they're certainly see. Don't you like certainty? Wouldn't it be nice to be certain about your spiritual master? I teach that here. I teach you how to be certain about who is a spiritual master. Wouldn't you like that? That's why these gurus don't want that certainty. They don't want you to be certain. They want you to be doubtful and hypocrites. See, they don't want you to see the hidden hand. See, I want to what? Look at the superficial stuff over there. No, no, no. We say, no, no, look at the deep. Look at the real thing. See, it's Prabhupada's books right in there. We extract that. It's great, man. It just knocks the illusion down. Like a house of cards, which it is. It's very flimsy. See, Jesus talked about this, about build your house on a firm foundation. Hey, man, this is it. See? Bhagavad Gita 10:10 is a firm foundation. Anybody coming here, you'll be a personification of Bhagavad Gita 10. Lalita is a personification of Bhagavad Gita 10:10, increasing every day in more understanding. What? Go ahead. Pointing. See, you become. See, now that's real guru. That's why she's more of a guru than 1,000 of people who are not, don't have awakened prema. This is how you increase in understanding. Why? She came in the right path. She came and listened here, just like everybody else getting this awakening. Just like Jesus said, you are clean by the word I spoken to you. 3 years he spoke to them, they got the Holy Spirit. That's that devotion that made God clear. They became very logical and great orators where they can convince people. They made thousands of disciples. You don't think we're going to do that? Look, we're already got look at it, another 22 people today. I mean, that's pretty tough to do, with a guy with no, see, we're starting from scratch here. No doties, no high seats, no fluff, just honesty. Those goofy brainwashed puppets got a hand right up there. Christiers, and don't even know it. Up there, Geister. Sorry, I can't read that word. Okay, let's see here. All right. Lord Krishna revealed to. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, let me go to the next verse here. Talk of impersonal liberation will not become bitter. The shackles of blind adherence. Okay, let's see. Blind adherence to social and Vedic convention will not become loosened. Yeah. And the debate of Vedic scholars on the various useless paths will continue as long as a devotee who is like a bumblebee Uh, okay, sorry about that. Like a bumblebee, drinking the nectar of Lord Chaitanya's lotus feet does not appear before the eyes. See, Vedic, you see, this was blind adherence of Vedic and social convention. See? Bhaktivinoda Thakur said you need to meet the unconventional preceptor. See, the unconventional preceptor has a lot of spiritual power. They don't work inside the box, they work outside the box. Like Krishna. Krishna's outside is Maya. He comes inside to liberate people. But his intelligence is outside the Maya thing, outside this blind adherence. Why are you following rules and regulations? I don't know, because I'm supposed to. Well, I'll tell you why. These gurus don't even know why. Is to meet a devotee who's like a bumblebee, like the verse says. Doesn't it say that? Why aren't you doing that? No, no, we're going to do these rules and regulations and Vaidhi Bhakti so that we can attain spontaneous love without following in the footsteps of this verse. It says you got to meet the devotee who's like a bumblebee. Where are they? Oh, we don't care. We're going to do. See, this is. I hear these false conclusions by these so-called gurus and teachers. Oh, we don't need any liberated soul. We'll just follow. Prabhupada said, that we follow the rules, the regulations of this, and spontaneous love will automatically develop. Well, this verse says you're bullshit. You're nonsense. See, people are misdirected, right, by these teachers who tell you the wrong thing. This is the right thing. What am I doing? Just calling your attention to the right thing. This is Krishna's opinion. See, I just make it mine. See, the Lord says, my devotee's opinion is my opinion. And I say, my opinion is Krishna's opinion. I approve it. You see right there? All your rules and regulations, just Jesus said the same thing. All your rules and regulations are meant for you to meet me, the bona fide spiritual master, who is a bumble in our line, is a bumblebee at Lord Chaitanya. They call Lord Chaitanya, he comes. They call Radha and she comes. Everything everybody's doing in ISKCON and all these groups is meant to meet that kind of devotee. And that's here. And we prove it because people are getting devotion. And even showing the symptoms in their body. This is my degree that it's authorized here. It's something on the wall? No, that's off the wall. This is off the wall. See, this is my Lord's proving that these words are true. And proving that their words are false because they can't awaken devotion to Krishna. Oh, God, you just want to be better than these other gurus. We are better than the other gurus because, and that's good for you and for your followers so they can get the, love of Krishna in this life. They need to know where it's better to be. They need to know where the door to Vrindavan is now. Don't they? Don't you? What do you think it's all about? To take another birth? To die without attraction to Krishna's name and pastimes to the point of laughter and tears and ecstasy? We're just trying to cut down the time. Forget this many lifetime preaching. Kick it out. Useless path now. This austerity, renunciation, trying to be a big devotee, and all you do is get a big false ego. Right, Govinda? Just a big false ego.
That's what I'm typing. Useless eaters and useless paths.
Yeah, all useless. The only thing important is Lord Chaitanya's mercy of giving prema so easily without a lot of trouble. That's the only path that is worthy in this world. And that's here. 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 We made it easy. Hey, every day. Can you imagine? Where are you getting so much? We should be charging $1 million per talk here. Because if a person becomes faithful in one talk, your whole life is revolutionized. You are set free forever. Because then you'll call Krishna and Lord Chaitanya and Radha, and they will come and give you solace. They'll give you happiness and purification and inspiration and pure love, ecstatic love that will enthrall you ever fresh every day and more and more. Your whole life becomes one benediction, and you benedict others just by your presence. See, presence. You are the present for the world now. See, we make presents for the world. Your presence is a present to the world. The Lord wants to give you this. It is your Father. What did Jesus say? It is my Father, my Father, your Father's pleasure to give you the kingdom. The door is open. Come on in. The water's warm. Sometimes it gets a little hot. You just, adjust the temperature a little bit. Radhe says, I always thought that Govinda Swami, our guru, was different. But the raw reality is no contact anymore. What are you going to do? You've graduated, Radhe. What's going on here is better than 1,000 of these kind of gurus. It's all just religion. It's the same old, same old. There is nothing, anything. They got to get that. They're still interested in religion, motivated, religious. This is real Bhagavatam. That's not the Bhagavatam. This Srimad Bhagavatam is not materially religious motivated. See? It's motivated by taste for the truth. That's why I like uncompromised truth. Yeah, I don't care. They don't. Yeah, you don't want to hear the truth out there. You followers or you gurus, too bad for you. You could be liberated in this life. Well, we are liberated. Yeah, well, show us the symptoms, and none of you will show because you can't show. I've investigated enough, and if you do, I'll apologize and kiss your feet. Okay, Yeah. But if you don't have it, you should be kissing the feet of these Govinda over there in River. Sorry about the wild glorification. I just can't help myself. I know it gets a little wild around here. It's Prabodhananda Saraswati's fault. Yeah. See, and the tumultuous debate of Vedic scholars on the various useful spiritual paths will continue as long as you don't meet a real devotee like that. See, useless. Come on, man. You come here, we'll convince you that the mercy of Lord Chaitanya is the best path, and it only comes from those who got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. What's so hard to understand about that? We have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya here. It is a fact. It is obvious. The mercy of Lord Chaitanya is ecstatic worship of the Lord. That's the reason why he came. You see with your own eyes the reason why, Lord. We don't have to say anything, but we do. But you don't have, you come here, you'll see the reason. With your own eyes, you'll see the reason for the Lord Chaitanya's appearance here is this kind of worship, to promote it, to show how wonderful it is, to relish it himself. If you be convinced of this path, then you won't be confused by all those talks of these various useless these debates from these croaking frogs. What does that verse say? Krishnadas Kaviraj said, "Those who do not believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva are just tumultuous croaking frogs." Simply there. And I'm here to promote the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. No, forget about the austerity to attain Krishna's mercy. Forget about renunciation to attain Krishna's austerity. Forget about being a goody two-shoes pious person to attain the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Just attain it by the association of those who've attained the mercy of Lord Chaitanya here. They have to have these symptoms. If there's another Sangha out there, okay, or where's the public worship in ecstasy without fear, without caring about outsiders going, yeah, you shouldn't cry. Yeah, I hate you. I'm jealous and envy. Ooh, who will believe my bullshit and my lies? Ooh, I want support of people who agree with me that Gohari and Lalita and Johan should not cry in ecstasy when they chant the holy name. Don't you see in the book it says you shouldn't cry in the temple room? Well, Lord Chaitanya was crying in the temple. He was the temple room, right? His body. Nityananda was crying in the temple room. These are the principles of Raganuga Bhakti, spontaneous love. New principles for you. It's time to cry in our temple room. This is how you advance in Krishna consciousness now. No other way. Throw the Narayan Raj. That's archaic preaching now. Well, that was okay then. You didn't have any better, but now we got better, man. We got the mercy of the Lord. We got people going in the kingdom now in this lifetime. Forget the many lifetime preaching. Forget about attaining Krishna by austerity. We already got Krishna. We just give Krishna. Much better deal, isn't it? Come on. It's true. It's true. It's true. It's no lie. No lie. You know? And you didn't lie either. You said if we follow your path, of renunciation, austerities, and being a big sannyasis and renouncing the world and being nice and pious, that we'll attain Krishna many lifetimes. You're not lying. It's true. Many lifetimes, but this is better. This is also true. You attain it in this life. We already got him. We give him. We give. Pretty simple, huh? We got, we give. That's Lord Chaitanya's path. That's the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. He said, okay, I did this, I got, I gave. Nityananda got, he gave. The disciples of those who really got, gave also. And we're here, we got, we give. Come on, man, wake up. Give me the crocaine. That's right, crocaine. That's what you get out there, crocaine, stuff. Yeah. Great verse, nice verse. To the point. Get another verse. Where is uncommon prowess? Where is the path of intense devotion? Where is uncommon prowess? Where is the path of intense devotion? So let's see if he answers the question. Where are these virtues present in the same way they are present in those who Gora is their goal of their lives? Isn't that nice? Like, oh yeah, my goal. Yeah, I love it too. It's like this is how it is for a devotee. Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Oh, he's disappeared for a second. Oh, I gotta get him again. Sri Krishna, there he is. And then, the goal of my life is Sri Gora. And there he is again. See, union and separation, union and separation. Not too long. You don't want to be separated too long. Just between breaths. Lord goal. See, now that makes things easy, right? You know, the little bit of separation. Goranga. Oh, there he is again. Now that's a better deal. And not like Goranga and you spend your whole life and Gorangas never come. You don't even know the quality because your gurus can't even teach that. They don't even manifest that. You've seen. Huh? Yeah, where you show me where they show you what happens when Gora comes to the devotee. You know, there's a nice story in Bhakti Ratnakara. There was a devotee who got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. He was there when maybe it was the barber too who cut his hair, but anyway, he was there at the sannyas ceremony of Lord Chaitanya, and he just got that mercy, and he had to he just started chanting Lord Chaitanya's name, and tears were always pouring down. That's all. That was his thing. He just loved to chant Lord Chaitanya's name, and tears would pour down his eyes. And he never stopped. He just would, it's like you get this, oh yeah, just to be with the Lord, be with the Lord, be with the Lord. You call the Lord and he's there. You call the Lord and he's there. Union, separation. People don't know these things. You have to experience this. This happens naturally. Like no material intelligence can figure out what a devotee knows and experiences. Only they can explain it properly by their own experience. Vrindavan is like that. People are so close to Krishna. Even when he's doing something else, they're calling him and having his, so they can't live without it. They love it. It's so wonderful. Okay. Give us a word, Govinda. My voice is shot.
The voice is shot. Yeah, I'm fired up. Fired up. I got up at 1 o'clock. I think that's a great time. Bed early and I can catch the American devotees like Janaki and proper full attention. I was really vibing on that. Just been doing some books, paintings, fully occupied in that. A little bit around the yard, but with this
Oh,
playing, this is everything. This is everything. But one thing I realise is it's the experience Prema Bhakta, which is you, because I was thinking these devotees, man, they've got Prema Bhakti, a lot of them, but they still cannot understand the pastimes. They might purport and share about the pastimes of Krishna camps or the kings being locked up, but they still can't see what's going on in the world. And I've been thinking about it, thinking the great devotees have got this Prema Bhakti, but they still got a different opinion from you because the experience is with you. And for me, I have no problem because I did 12-step fellowship. I totally turned my life and understanding over, not from blind belief
yeah.
to you. I just turn it over to you because I know you've got a deeper understanding, deeper experience. I know you've got our best interests at heart in all areas, spiritual and material. I accept your opinion because it's Chaitanya's opinion.
Yeah.
I still, probably even in this Sangha, there's still devotees, most likely, who think planes went into towers. I mean, they don't know what's going on in the world. I'm sure there is devotees. I mean, in our Sangha, with Prema Bhakti, you might even think that.
Yeah.
So I still love them. But your experience is invaluable. The paths you've walked in the Christians, the New Age, I get exhausted naming all of them. There's so many. Was to our benefit. And I really thank you from my heart to be able to have something worthwhile because I still remember and I keep the door ajar, a little bit ajar, and remember how it was. We say that in Alcoholics Anonymous. Don't go back in there. I don't want to go back in there, but I look back in there sometimes. I know the life I have. I know the place I have to live. I know the people on the street who give me money and food and clothes and everything material, but actually it's not, because I can use it in this. I can't thank you enough, Guru Hari. I mean, from my heart, I mean, I'm overjoyed what you've given me. I'll never pay it back in eternal lifetimes, but I'll always be your eternal servant and eternally grateful, man. You know, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's nice to see you happy in Krishna consciousness, man. It's so great. That's the testimony. Is just say, what we do works here. What we do gives the real safety, whether you have or don't have. It's amazing. Have real safety, real happiness, the protection. Let's like what the scriptures say becomes real for you. The Lord is the protector of His devotees, and you feel that Lord's protection. It's all about, really. And that's our happiness while we're here. This is preaching. And whenever devotees are in the material universe, then they share this shelter with others. Only they can do it. This is beyond religion here. This is the perfection of religion is worship in spirit and truth.
And I'm taking another perspective with regards to the book, which I think will help people. I'm still going to transcribe and encourage others to translate into the languages, their mother tongue. I'll still keep doing that, transcribing. But I'm going to make a book of poetry and paintings. I want to take
Oh,
back Tibetan Rupa Goswami poetry, obviously as it is, but put it into format it with our devotees, our family, paintings of our family that devotees make, the ones that River made, and all the devotees, Johan's paintings, and because I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I put the links in there to what we're doing. Just another kind of approach. So I noticed some people, especially the protesters, they can't get their heads around Siddhanta, but they like poetry and paintings. But if the links are there, just another kind of tact I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you'll see a lot of people just naturally here, they'll get creative ideas. Krishna will empower you to do things. Yeah, just from your heart. Yeah. Lalita, thank you there, Govinda. Let's see, Lalita, give us a word.
Yeah, it's true what Govinda says. How can we ever thank you or pay you back for giving us a real life, for giving us finally a life, realizing that we have been dead our whole life, that I've been dead until I was 60. Oh my God. Living in so many illusions, not knowing anything about religion, even not knowing anything about God, and then suddenly it slips in. It slips in every day more. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And now more and more I have a real personal relationship with the Lord. It's really getting very personal. I see his qualities. He's pushing me. I have real conversations with him, and he's really, oh my God, he's so pure and so honest. It all needs to be right, 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 right. It's so fantastic to experience that. How he's pushing me that I sometimes say, no, no, Krishna, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that. And he pushes me. Come on, Lalita, do it, say it.
Say it, man. Dude, let it
Oh my
out.
God. Oh my God. This is really a little noon. Is that the name?
What?
A little person inside of me. A
No,
really little person inside of me. A known. It's
no.
really, I have all kinds of experiences, more and more. It's really fantastic. It's really fantastic.
Yes,
With,
best entertainment is Krishna himself.
yeah. Without any background, can you imagine?
Yeah,
Hardly understanding your classes. But that power, that it's so powerful. It is so powerful.
it's
He is
miracle.
so powerful. Miracles, really miracles. I can't believe it. Can't believe it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Great,
And you
awesome.
have this. You have this for such a long time.
Yeah. Okay, River, you want to give us a little, give us a word there, River.
Actually, I can't hear. A minute.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Perfectly.
What can I say to those two testimonies? Oh my God. You know, it's so true. They're both so true. You know, I've experienced those things that I'm experienced them. You know, my gratitude is to stay here, never leave your side, to always listen to what you're saying. And because you are actually always helping us. You know, the things that you say to us, you're always you're always helping us. That's it, Maharaj. That's all I wanted to. Brilliant class. Sorry if I disturbed you, but amazing, wonderful.
You didn't disturb me. No disturbance.
Thank you, thank you, thank you to the devotees. Wow, without the family, it's so precious, so precious. You know, this spiritual family for being the first fruits, being able to be the first fruit and part of something that's never happened before. I rest in that, Maharaj. It's amazing. Because I did Truth Juice. I did an event called Truth Juice. It was just
Oh,
you said, "Oh, is everything all right?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
No, I
Yeah,
did
said,
you
oh,
say?
I
yeah.
did an event called Truth Juice where people would come from all around the country, and it wasn't mainstream stuff, but it was still material. The
Hmm.
greatest thing is they loved what they did. They spent their own money. They had no agenda. And here we really have the real truth juice. We really have that truth juice, you know, and it's beyond anything material, you know. And that was kind of a stepping stone for me, you know, to be here. I've had some great stepping stones, and also doing the Freeman research, so wonderful. But here everything makes it complete. Everything just makes it all complete, so complete. So thank you, Maharaj. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. All we need to do is see the connection between uh, the what's going on in the world with Krishna, because it's all connected, and then you feel it's there's safety and solace in that. You know, you say, oh
Yeah,
yeah, this book, the Lord's pastimes. Even it's called the pastimes in Maya, illusion. This is not very nice, not very really. It's not good for people. It's just it makes inauspicious. People are under the curse still. I like that word that Paul used. People are under the curse after when Adam and Eve were kicked out of the kingdom. Uh, and so people are under the curse. They ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and so you could see that they're eating from this tree still, and it's keeping them
yeah,
under the curse.
yeah,
But now this is their way out. Here, see, we're going back into the garden again. See, the garden is this Vrindavan consciousness, and living in this blissful eternal state, and this is how you do it. This is our way. This is the door. We got these beautiful literatures, the Bhagavatam and the
yeah.
Chaitanya Lila and the holy names, and away we're right in the garden again. It's fantastic. Practically, you don't have to be anything special. The Lord is giving, oh, come into the garden, man. Here, you just take to the eternal path, being around eternal devotees, and everything is cool. That's all he's asking. Get a little purified, get in the dentist chair. Get a few this stuff. What is that? Or Haridas. Srila Haridas. What does it say? Higher taste. Oh yeah, part two. All right. Higher taste. Ooh.
It's all been
Goranga. Yeah.
It's
it's all
quite
been
funny.
worth it, Maharaj. Sorry.
It's quite funny because in Manchester there's graffiti all in central Manchester with Goranga, and it's near to all the main places, Hacienda, the big football stadiums. But
Yeah.
that's often not noticed. So I
Yeah.
took a photo of our dear Jiddu Dan, who I've
Oh
got
yeah,
lined
yeah,
up to do book distribution. But anyway,
great, awesome.
Awesome.
Go ahead,
Awesome.
River.
I'm just going to say every coming here has made whatever's happened in my life previously here, it's just made it also worthwhile, because without this we are nothing. We don't even realize anything, whatever we have, everything is worth it. It's so worth it.
Mm.
You're worth it.
Well, we're just these little, like, we have knowledge. We're just the size. The soul is just the size of like an atom. It's very small. We got big bodies, but the real truth is very small. But this is how we stay empowered. That little small atom, when it's connected to the source, is just plenty of unlimited bliss, man. Just more and more all the time. It's just, and people, they need this. The poor souls here in the world, and so we're powering up and getting purified, and we do what we can while we're here. See where it all goes. It's always a surprise. It's surprising every day. More and more.
Maharaj, your words are so powerful, and now it's even more because there's more room being made. Your words are so powerful that you take them on board and they just feed you. They just feed you. And actually, because of having this relationship with Krishna, the real root of everything, um, you can see so many connections are coming in all the time. It's like it's really good. And I think if I didn't have this shelter, and maybe I got this from another life, I'd be in trauma. You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
given me the shelter.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I'd be in trauma, and people would think I was crazy, But you have given the shelter
yeah,
to actually reveal this in a safe, like you say in what do you call it? You say this is a safe space, a fun place, a safe space. It really
yeah,
is.
yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
really is that
It
safe
is,
space to grow into our unique, authentic personalities. It's wonderful.
yeah.
So thank you, Abbasit.
Yeah, everybody um, can take advantage of this. Just yeah, it's nice. It's easy for everybody. Okay, so let's take a little break. My voice is finished, and I need to lay down a little bit. Got up extra early again. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody, and we'll see you soon.